Hi, my name is Cherish Briskey, and this is my action plan analysis. The original problem. Present the original data and identified problem. Educational censorship may affect the way students learn during the school year. School boards played a major role in the censorship of various materials. The school board must clearly define the policy of selecting materials. Cromwell, 2005. During the 2021-2022 school year, the AR test and the ACAP test are used to examine what students find interesting to read and explore ways to help them with literacy. This presentation will determine if educational censorship affects students' achievement through the data gathered through the ACAP test and the AR test to gauge the proficiency of students in Leeds Middle School who are in grades 6 through 8 and in the Leeds Elementary School who are in grades 3rd through 5th. Summarize background information. After collecting the data, it was determined that Leeds City School System was falling behind the national average in the subjects of reading, English, math, and science. Public school review. Further investigating shows that educators and the library media specialists need to receive more training in specialized courses. They also need to adhere and comply with the core common standards to provide a comprehensive classroom experience. To be college and career-ready, students must carefully consider the task, purpose, and audience, deliberately choosing words, information structures, and formats. They should know how to combine elements of different types of writing. Common Core Standards, 2022. Outline the action plan. Action plan. During the school year of 2021 through 2022, Leeds Middle School and Leeds Elementary School will host its yearly assessments to explore the potential for student achievement within the subjects of English, math, science, and reading. This presentation will provide the library and media specialists and educators with some strategies to help boost their student achievement through new and traditional teaching strategies. Sampling method and description. The sampling method for this study will be the random sampling technique. It will consist of 3rd graders through 8th graders, which will be broken up into groups of 10. For this study, a sample of the ACAP test and the Accelerated Reading Program test is necessary. A sample of 70 students will form the control and experimental groups. Data collection will be random, so that every member of the sample has an independent chance for selection for this study. Instrumentation. A line graph and a bar graph will be used to visually present the data of students' academic growth. The data will represent English and reading content areas. Leeds Middle School and Leeds Elementary School will use the ACAP and the AR assessments to monitor the students' proficiency throughout the school year. Collaborative efforts. The Alabama Comprehensive Assessment Program and the Accelerated Reading Program will be given annually. Teachers and the library media specialists will coordinate to act as instructors during the test. They will also help students with any necessary accommodations. Procedures. The procedures will begin with the training of the teachers and the library media specialists on how to administer the assessment programs and testing rooms. The students in Leeds Middle School and Leeds Elementary School will take the ACAP and the AR assessment during the spring of 2021 through 2022 school year. The students will use Chromebooks to take the ACAP assessment and the AR assessment. Internal and external validity. The research method that will be used is the random sampling method. The ACAP and the AR tests require high performance in one's proficiency levels in various subjects such as reading, math, English, and science. The ACAP test usually lasts for 2 weeks, but at present it is every 3 weeks because of the absence of some students. During the school year, students take the AR test every week. One disadvantage of the AR test is that some teachers disregard the use of accelerated reading programs because it does not motivate students to want to learn to read in order to promote reading for pleasure and enjoyment. Francis, page 4. Ethical considerations. Confidentiality. Students in all 6th through 8th grade levels of Leeds Middle School and the grade levels of 3rd through 5th at Leeds Elementary School will have their identities protected. Informed consent from various parents, grandparents, or guardians shall be needed for students to participate in the study. Permission from the Board of Education, Leeds Middle School Administration, and the Leeds Elementary School Administration will be needed to require to complete the study. No harm will come to any student who participates in this study, and students will participate on a voluntary basis. Special populations. Two schools will be participating in this study are Leeds Middle School and Leeds Elementary School. Only students from 3rd through 5th grade and 6th through 8th grade English language arts classes will be studied. These grade levels are the only ones that take both the Alabama Comprehensive Assessment Program test and the Accelerated Reading Test. It will be a mixture of students classified as above average, below average, and an average student. Finally, students with disabilities will also be in a group and are tested by an instructor. The IRB, the Institutional Review Board, will be provided by Leeds City Schools. In order to begin the action, permission must be required from the school board and the school administration. Arrangements will be made to monitor students' academic process and achievement. Accommodations and remediation will be provided to students who have been negatively affected by this action plan. Connect data and action plan outcome to student achievement. A line graph will be used to monitor student scores throughout the 2022 through 2023 school year. It will be used to monitor student proficiency in reading. According to the Public School Review, the data indicates that the level of reading skills falls below the national average. Connect the data and action plan outcome to student achievement. The data in the bar graph explores student proficiency in the subjects of English language arts, mathematics, and science. The data was taken directly from the Alabama Public Affairs Research Council. The data indicates that the level of reading skills fall below the national average. Reflection. The only changes that I would make to help implement this action plan would be to ensure that school systems have adequate training to help students achieve a high proficiency in reading. I want to ensure various strategies are in place for students to achieve high proficiency, such as book clubs, book talks, limit self-censorship between students and teachers. Finally, I would implement peer tutoring and one-on-one tutoring with teacher and students. For research, I would investigate other school programs to generate new ideas to combat student proficiency in reading, math, science, and English language arts.